Okay, so you have been searching for the best digital nomad destinations. I have a question for you. Did you see any of these places on those lists? There's a high chance that you didn't, because as adventurous as we digital nomads seem to be, we still like to go to the same places that many other nomads visit. Why? Because most of those top digital nomad locations, they are amazing. They are amazing places for long stays. They are amazing places to spend long time in. But here's the thing, you don't need them. You can go and enjoy life as a digital nomad in way more places than you think. The world is much more ready for remote work and digital nomadism than it was in 2013 when we with Una started our digital nomad lifestyle. Back then it was something strange and weird. Now it's quite the opposite. And today in this video I want to talk about the why. Why digital nomad hotspots are not the only places you can work effectively while living your dream of travel. Why you can easily go and spend time on the amazing island of Okinawa, stay in Naha and get work done. Or why you can do the same also in Taipei or Tallinn. And also why we with Duna haven't been back to Bali since 2020. Instead spending time in many other places that don't get mentioned on those digital nomad hotspot lists. But yeah, we have been to all of those places. And we can recommend all of them as places great for long stays. Okay, but why? Why do we think that you don't need to go to those special digital nomad destinations? With fast Wi-Fi now available in almost every corner of the globe, you are not limited to those popular, overcrowded destinations like Chiang Mai or Bali. The infrastructure for remote work is no longer exclusive to a handful of spots. Apartments, co-working spaces and cafes with reliable internet connection are easy to find in almost any city or small town. Number 2. You can get more for your money if you don't go to the same places where everyone goes to. The cost of living is often lower in places that aren't on the digital nomad radar. While some famous destinations have become expensive due to the surge of remote workers, many lesser known locations offer much more affordable housing, food and transportation options. This actually can be a game changer if you are looking to stretch your budget and live comfortably for less. Yes, Bali and also Chiang Mai offers very good value for money when it comes to day-to-day expenses, but do you really need to stay in the same area as everyone is staying in Chiang Mai? Or do you really need to stay in the same two towns that most of digital nomads in Bali stay? Most likely you don't really need to stay in those areas, in those places. Most likely you can go somewhere else. We believe you can. You are a nomad, you have the flexibility of a digital nomad. And then there is the experience itself. Popular digital nomad hubs attract lots of expats, and while this can be fun, it can also feel like living in a bubble. By venturing outside of these typical spots, you can get the chance to immerse yourself in local culture, meet people from different backgrounds and enjoy a more authentic travel experience. Whether you are deep in the mountains of South America or strolling through some smaller European villages, you will encounter places with unique stories, rich histories and traditions you can dive into. Number 4. You can grow more. Let's not forget about the power of adaptability. When you're willing to step outside of the standard nomad trail, you learn to become more resourceful. You find yourself navigating new challenges, whether it's adjusting to different cultures, learning a bit of the local language to get by, or figuring out the best local supermarket options. These experiences help you to grow not only as a professional but also as a person. They teach you resilience, problem solving and how to embrace unexpected. I won't surprise you with this one. Most digital nomad destinations are hot tropical places. But what if you don't like hot tropical places? Well, let me tell you a secret. You don't have to go to those places. You don't have to go to Bali, Thailand and Vietnam if you don't enjoy hot weather. You would be miserable there. Why not go to Patagonia? Why not go to Estonia, where there are 4 seasons? Even in summer in Estonia, it's not that hot. Also, it's more likely that, let's say, Estonia has a better infrastructure than, let's say, Bali or Vietnam. There are better roads, convenient public transportation, and there is no crazy traffic at any time in Tallinn. Next, health and wellness also come into play. When you're not surrounded by crowds of tourists and other nomads, it's easier to focus on your mental and physical well-being. You can find quieter environments where you can prioritize your fitness, mental health and overall happiness. You might discover that smaller towns or off-the-beaten-path destinations offer better access to nature, open spaces and a slower pace of life, all of which contribute to a more balanced and fulfilling lifestyle. For example, in Naha, Okinawa, an island destination in Japan, you can find all the things that digital nomads need, but in a much more quieter and orderly environment. Now let's talk about productivity. Being in a less conventional location might even enhance it. It has worked in our case, in many situations, in many locations. In places where the digital nomad scene isn't so pronounced, you are less likely to be distracted by meetups, networking events or FOMO. Instead, you can focus on your work, enjoy your surroundings and strike a better balance between productivity and relaxation. In fact, some of the best work environments are the unexpected ones, where the views are inspiring and the lifestyle is a little slower paced. Ultimately, the most important point for many nomads, including me, Una, is the freedom. And when you go to the places where you actually want to go to, not to the places where the lists tell you to go to, you feel that freedom. You are no longer confined to living in a handful of locations where everyone is flocking to. The digital nomad lifestyle is about creating the life you want on your own terms. It's about exploring the world and discovering places that resonate with you personally. It's about pushing beyond the idea that you need a perfect nomad spot to thrive. So instead of following the crowd, consider forging your own path. The world is vast, and with the right tools and mindset, you can work from anywhere. From the beautiful coastlines of Taiwan to tranquil towns of South Korea, or even the quieter corners of Brazil. There is a world of opportunity waiting for you. That's it for today. See you soon.